Hello and welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. My name is Greg Deckler, and we're back talking about this enhanced time and DAX time intelligence stuff, which I've been pretty critical of, obviously. And so some of you might be out there thinking like, well, Greg, if you're so smart, right, how would you do it instead? Which offsets, but we'll get to that. But first of all, I never said I was smart. I just have opinions on things and I have reasons for my opinions. And I'm not shy about stating my opinions and the reasons why I have those opinions to the public, right? So, but it's a fair criticism, right? You don't want to just be critical of something, right? You want to provide the alternative, which I feel like I've done with, here's the offset approach and all of that sort of thing. And this is the right way you should do it. But I started thinking about like, what if I or somebody, any data warehouse engineer would have been in the room when they were designing Power BI? What would time intelligence look like? So I decided to create it, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. Because I can actually show you this because we have UDFs, which that might be my new favorite thing to do with UDFs is to say, hey, Microsoft, this is how it should be done, which might be kind of fun. So anyway, so first off, I would start with a date table, an honest to God date table with sequential columns, right, for sequential weeks and all that sort of thing, as well as offset columns, right? And I would actually have created it in a honest to God physical table in the model. Now, I think that the right design would have been, hey, the minute that you create a new Power BI semantic model, it comes with the date table automatically, right? A physical date table, not something that's hidden that you can't touch or anything like that. But just if 80% of the models or more are going to need a dates table, why not just create it out of the box, right? Why not just have it there? When you would log into Power BI, create a new model, right? If you don't want it, you can delete it, right? Now, if you don't want to go down that far, like have a button here, say create date table, and bloop, it creates it, right? And maybe there's a interface that comes up that allows you to do fiscal, kind of calendars, sort of like what you have here with Melissa DeCortes. You can select a start date, end date, what fiscal year start month number is, your weekday start number, right? Just a few different configurations, and poof, you have a date table, right? An honest to God physical date table in the model with offsets and sequential, all that sort of thing, right? And then your TI functions would be greatly simplified, right? You could create a TI function like this. So TI offset dates. So this would grab dates, right? So you pass in the table, you pass in your date column, you pass in your offset column, and then you pass in the offset, right? And that looks just like this: select columns, filter table, offset equals offset column equals offset, date, right? You select your date column, it brings back dates. And now what you have is, in this case, I have this measure, I call my date function with a date and my current day offset, right, of -1. But if I go in here and say current month offset, -1, right? Now I get August because it's September. So I got my August dates here, added my thing. And so it would greatly simplify the time intelligence functions, right? Because what you have is you have over 40 time intelligence functions. And I don't know again, I don't understand why, if the purpose was to make these things intuitive and easy to use, it is a miserable failure. Like at most you would probably need like 10 if you used offsets and did it that way, right? You'd need at most 10. Like why in the hell, how the hell do you expect new users to learn over 40 time intelligence functions? That's ridiculous. Like I would have never have designed it that way. Um, right? Because it's at some point, you're like, oh, this makes it does it really make it easier? Is it really easier to learn 40 some functions at all, have their slightly little quirks and things they do, versus like just, hey, here's like 5, 10 functions, right? Boom, done. Right? Now, the other thing that this would have solved, let me get back here, right, is that since I have a physical date table, if I want some other like time period that's not covered here, right, I could create a calculated column for it, right? I want to track academic quarters, right? So I can create calculated columns to do that for me, and an offset column for those academic quarters, right? I could build it right into the date table. And then guess what? Guess what? This function would work with that custom time period that you wanted to track, right? How much better would that be versus we have these inflexible, hard to use, hard to learn functions that are these black boxes that make no sense to anybody, right? Versus this, right? Something like where we just base everything around offsets, and then the time intelligence functions are based around those offsets, right? Light years better, in my opinion. But you know, you can be the judge, right? That's all I had for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.